With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going.
And off we go from Seattle.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Barber. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. The Seahawks at 9-7 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Open man here is Conklin. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend. And usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His second catch of the opening possession, and it gets him a first down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception. He went back and reported what he found. And one of the things about him, he's like a wide receiver to me, Brandon. He has a great sense of space and understanding where defenders are.
Yeah, we talk all the time, Charles, and it kind of gets cliche about the hands that he has. But really, it's the truth. They're, for a tight end, some of the best hands in the game. And, oh, boy, nobody wants to see this. That's the running back, Kenneth Walker, who appears to be injured. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. You look at this Niner defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. From the gun on 3rd down, Barber. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. But give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran.
And he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers. Guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. Jerome Baker there on the tackle. With that last carry, he's now over 8,000 career rushing yards.
All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis, and now he's starting to approach another Hall of Famer in Larry Zonka.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down.
Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
Finding Smith-Njigba downfield. Down the sideline he goes.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Jackson Smith-Njigba.
His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
2nd and 9.
Brissett sets to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. The first catch of the game for George Kittle.
And, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This 2nd and 4.
From the gun, here's Brissett.
Connects with Kittle underneath.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. Remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Out of the gun, Brissett.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Smith and Jigbo hauling it in on the out route. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage. You look at this Niner defense,
and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
From the gun on 3rd down, Barber firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then tonight and see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. There he goes left side. Inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk, 96 yards. And the Niners are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Barber. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he goes out right around the 39. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Operating from the gun, Barber. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Let's go. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And now here's a carry heading left, down at the 25.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Let's go now.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
From the gun on 3rd down, Barber. That is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The 2nd-round pick leading this offense well. It'll be a 1st down. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch out their lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is up to 8. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Brissett now. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First catch of the game there for Samuel, and it results in a first down.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
And that's the knowledge he gained from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
19, set. Go.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now Brissett.
To the right side and intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Here we go, set.
Man in motion left. That's Smith and Jigba.
2nd and 6. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll find Metcalf. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Last thing, 19. Ready?
Operating from the gun, Barber. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Barber. And that is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Jason Myers on for the field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead here to
17-6.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing on second and long. Brissett.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Here is third and quite a ways.
Hey, check. Go.
This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Hardman on the return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Back to throw. Barber.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 44. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
This is 2nd and 8.
Brissett.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
So they'll get nothing out of that play. And 3rd and 8 now. And maybe just lucky to get that pass away.
And maybe should have held on to it because I don't know what you thought. That didn't look like the primary receiver to me.
No,
I think it was. I agree. I think he's coming over a secondary target. Maybe in that situation, you don't throw it at all. Eat it, take care of the football. They're fortunate nothing bad happened on that one.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports.
And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, They're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Through the middle of the field. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 64 yards. And the 49ers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for two. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Barber.
And he comes back with one complete. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to throw. Barber.
He finds Smith and Jigba.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
In motion right, that's Metcalf. He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd down and 6. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Looking to throw. Barber. Open man is Barner, the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10.
In motion, the tight end. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this one hits the crossbar, and it's no good. Oh, by the slimmest of margins, they're unable to tie this game. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
And slow going there as they'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Flush to his right.
Oh, a Cardinal sin there, thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted.
And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can't when you're trying to make a throw like that.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. Barber. It gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
2nd and 11. Oh, Barber loses it.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway.
He's got a full head of steam. The race is on.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Niners have scored again in this 3rd quarter. This time to move out in front.
This time the extra point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the third quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Barber. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It's going to be pretty tough for them to match their efficiency, Charles, with that last possession, needing only the one play to find the end zone on the rushing touchdown.
Yeah, they got that together collectively, didn't they? Total group effort. Although the guy toting the rock, he gets all the credit. It was blocked up so well. The only thing stopping him was running into the goalpost in the back of the end zone. Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. But not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
To throw is Brissett. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Seahawks are going to take over here up near the 40. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this third quarter, and that was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast.
And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. Jackson Smith-Njigba, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
19, set. Hey, kill. Go.
They go play action with Brissett. Connects with Kittle underneath. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Hard to believe this guy was watching us from his living room last week. Now he's under center here for an NFL team.
And not many teams were in the market to sign him, but you have to believe that this team felt like we saw something previously in this guy, and now he has a chance to prove it with us.
Burst by him near the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
To throw, Brissett. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 19. And that will be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Throwing to start the drive. Barber. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Here we go, set. S2W18. Go.
Looking to throw. Barber.
They're complete to Smith and Jigba.
If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw. Barber.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
44 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Off play action. Barber.
Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
That's caught left side by Hardman. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Let's go now.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Come on. Set. Track at 60. Go.
Operating from the gun. Barber. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
This is 1st and 10. Brissett. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
19, set. Middle.
Here's Brissett. Pass caught by Pearsall.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
2nd and 6 coming up. Now Brissett. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is dropped. Oh, my goodness. That could have been a game changer, but he could not hang on. No tougher place to be in a spot like this than Seattle. Here's 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now Brissett.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Oh, that one's going to hurt big time because it's a one-score game, and they certainly thought with that throw they were getting a difference-making score right there.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10.
Here's Brissett.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
19, set. Go.
Brissett. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee.
So the victory here for Seattle, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Seahawks,
they do get that 10th win of the year as they finish up at 10-7 overall.
and that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better-than-average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for San Francisco,
it's a tough loss to take as they'll finish things off at 9-8.
and they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Here we go, here we go. Start. Here we go. Start. Gun, gun. Start. Here we go, here we go. Start. Here we go. Start. Here we go. Start. Let's just say. Start. Here we go, here we go. Start. Here we go. Start. Gun, gun. Start. Here we go, here we go. Start. Here we go. Start. Here we go. Start. Let's get set. Start. Here we go, here we go. Start. Here we go. Start. Gun, gun. Start. Here we go, here we go. Start. Here we go. Start. Here we go. Start. Let's get set. Start. Here we go, here we go. Start. Here we go. Here we go. Start. On one, ready? Start. Gun, gun. Start. Here we go, here we go. Start. Here we go. Here we go. Start. Let's get set. Start. Here we go, here we go. 11, 11, 11. Start. On one, ready? Start. Here we go. Start. Gun. Stop. Here we go. Stop. Here we go. 11, mighty. 11, stop. Here we go. Stop. On one, ready? 12. On one, ready? Stop. It's just set. Stop. Here we go. Stop. Here we go. Stop. Gun. Stop. Here we go. Stop. Here we go. Stop. Here we go. Stop. It's just set. Stop. Here we go. Stop. One, ready? Stop. On one, ready? Stop. On one, ready? Stop. Here we go. Stop. Gun. Stop. 11. Stop. Here we go. 11. Stop. Here we go. Stop. Here we go. Stop. It's just set. Stop. On two, ready? Stop. Here we go. 12. Stop. Here we go. Stop. On two. Stop. Gun. Stop. On one, ready? Stop. Here we go. 11, Thomas. Stop. On one, ready? 12. Stop. go. Stop. On one, ready? Stop. Here we go. Stop. On one, ready? Stop. Let's get set. Stop. Here we go, here we go. Stop. Here we go. 11, Thomas. Gun, gun. Stop. Here we go, here we go. 11, MT, tape. Stop. Here we go. Stop. On one, ready? Stop. Here we go. Stop. Let's get set. Stop. Here we go, here we go. Stop. On one, ready? Stop. Here we go. Stop. Gun, gun. Stop, stop. Here we go, here we go. Stop. Here we go. Stop. On one, ready? Stop.